Hey folks, what's up? Chef Jesse here with something new tonight. I told you I was gonna bring something new tonight. Anyway, I've been planning it and I've been studying it, and I think I got it right. It's an Italian dish called pork Milanese, and you and I are gonna be putting this together. Uh, I'm a little bit groggy because I got up, I took some medication. But anyway, folks, yeah, I've been home all day. Well, most of the day. I was at work, and then I told my boss the truth, and I was sent home. Anyway, folks, that's a different story. But the truth will set you free. And hey, I spoke the truth, and I was asked to go home. Anyway, what the hell? So anyway, folks, that's a different story. I'll tell you about that later. Anyway, folks, you're gonna be with me, and you're gonna see how I put this together. Okay? It's very easy, very simple, and I'm doing this for the first time, so you gotta bear with me, okay? So, and we're gonna be having some garlic bread with this, and we're gonna have some tomatoes that I prepared. I'll show you how I did it. I've done it before, but I did it. I'll show you how I did it. So anyway, first of all, to make the pork, you gotta get at least, I got these 2 pork cutlets, right? They're really thick. I mean, these things are like, what is this, like 2 inches or something? You gotta smash this down, okay? So this is gonna be smashed down. This is going to be put into flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. Smash down as much as possible. And then we're going to fry this in olive oil. So that's kind of healthy, right, tonight? Olive oil. And then we're going to be making some garlic bread. Now, garlic bread is not really an Italian thing in Italy. You won't find garlic bread. You find bruschetta. But this is, the American style of, how things work. So, but we're going to be doing a Italian style garlic bread, because usually people use butter on garlic bread and all this other stuff. I don't know, but we're gonna do it. And so watch how I smack these things down. Okay. So first of all, you have to get 2 pieces of parchment paper. Maybe wax paper would work. But I think wax paper, it will break easier. You gotta use parchment paper. Okay. If you never know what parchment paper is, it's where is it? I had it up here somewhere. Anyway, parchment paper. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. So I got my, see that? Yeah, I got my color, and I'm gonna put this over it, and I'm gonna smash it down with this mallet here, this food mallet, as much as possible, thin as possible. Okay. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take the camera off the counter, because when I bang on this, the counter's everything's gonna shake. So I'm gonna bang this down. Okay. I'll show you a little sample. Okay. I'm gonna smash that down like that, okay? And now I gotta take the camera off, because of course it's gonna be the vibration. So wait a minute, stand by. Okay, so this is it's kind of tough, and as you can see, wake up the neighbors. So actually, I should be having the paper on top of it. Let's see how that works. But yeah, let's see. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to achieve as flat as possible. Extend it out, and this looks good. Okay, so as you hit, you see what I'm doing? I'm going outward. So you hit and you hit outward. Okay, you hit. I wouldn't use this end, and I wouldn't use this end, because usually there's a flat end, and I don't have one with a flat end, so I didn't want to make the marks on the meat. So I'm using actually this, but that's why I'm probably having a little trouble with. But I think this looks like what I want to get. Okay, so it's looks like a big steak. The edges here, I could use the end to hit it softly. I just don't want to destroy the meat. So there you go. So yeah, this looks like what I'm looking for. Okay. So wash your hands. Always wash your hands. And then bear with me a minute here. So we're gonna start putting these things together. Okay. So stay with me, and I'll be right back. All right. Okay, folks. So I beat the hell out of these pork cutlets. Stretched them out from that little size to this. Can you imagine? And this one looks like a big giant steak. Look at that. It's a little bit torn up and everything, but everything will put together. So first of all, we're gonna be doing this just like anything else that we bread. It goes into a plain flour, and it goes into egg wash, and then it goes into I'm using some Italian breadcrumbs. Into the Italian breadcrumbs, I have to add some parsley, fresh parsley, and about three tablespoons of pecorino romano. Okay, pecorino romano is very salty, so it's gonna give the meat flavor, and don't use too much of it because it is a salty cheese. Okay, so with that said, let's start making this. Okay, so folks, there's nothing like fresh, and I have some fresh parsley which I'm going to chop up and put into this the breadcrumb mixture, and I'm going to put some pecorino romano. So let me chop up some of this parsley here. I mean, here, fresh parsley. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right, when you chop this up, it smells delicious. Oh, God, yeah. So, folks, you don't want to put too much, but when I put it in there. So I'm going to look for a little, I'm going to tear up a little bush from the top. And if I need more, I'll chop up more. Okay, so you want to finely crush this. So what I'm doing, I'm putting it into a bush, stems and all, and just chopping it up, okay? Just watch your fingers. You don't want your fingers in your breadcrumbs, right? Okay. And you want to chop it up as close as possible, as small as possible. Oh man, this is amazing. Amazing. It's freaking amazing. I'm telling you. And chop it up as small as possible. Okay. And I can smell the parsley right now. It's got this distinctive taste. It's a little bit bitter, but the flavors and the aroma, terrific. Okay. So even though my breadcrumbs, I'm using some Italian breadcrumbs, and it's got some. It seems like it's got some parsley in there. There's nothing like fresh. Okay. So it might have some dry parsley in there, which of course, you know, it's nice. But I'm gonna add this fresh parsley to it because fresh is better, right? So let's get the. This is my breadcrumbs here, and I'm gonna add this in here. Okay. I'm gonna add this like so. Okay. There you go. And then I'm going to add my pecorino romano. I'm going to eat about 3 tablespoons of pecorino romano. Okay, there you go. So, yeah. Of course, this gets kind of sticky when it's wet. Okay. Now my pecorino romano, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons. Remember, I'm using actually a teaspoon. So, 1, 2, 3 and 4, which makes 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna put a little bit more, but not too much because remember this is salty, and you know, I don't wanna. So you're gonna mix this all up, okay, evenly. There you go. I wish I had another bowl. I gotta buy another bowl. My bowls are being used right now, so I usually have, you know, I needed a bowl to put this in. But anyway, this is good enough, hopefully. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dipping my pork into the flour and then into the egg, and then wait. See, I thought somebody stole my other bowl. Here goes my other bowl. Okay, so I'm going to be putting the eggs. I'm going to put 2 eggs in here. I got my flour here. Then I'm going to dip in the egg, and then I'm going to dip it in here, and then I'm going to fry it. I'm going to fry it in olive oil. Okay, so yeah. So let me. So folks, there goes my my eggs. Okay. Now to this egg, I added about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay. I didn't have a real lemon, so I put some lemon juice. And the purpose of that, to get the egg smell. If you don't, you know, to get that egg smell out of the egg or whatever. Put a tablespoon of lemon. You don't have to use it, but it's, you know, okay. So these are 2 eggs. I might leave another one. I don't know. But for now, we're going to start with this, okay? So we're going to start doing this right now. Stay tuned. So, folks, I'm going to be frying this. I'm going to be, like, sauteing it, fry. Not deep fry, but I'm going to sort of fry it in olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, okay? Now, extra virgin olive oil itself is expensive. So you can't be frying stuff all the time with olive oil. Besides, it doesn't have that high temperature. It can resist that high temperature, so it burns. Actually, olive oil will burn. So you have to warm it up slowly and make sure it doesn't burn, because it doesn't have that high temperature withstand, which other oils do. So But I'm frying it. I'm using I would say about maybe half a cup of oil or something like that. And after you fry with this oil, you have to dump this oil. You can't save this olive oil, so it's it's kind of expensive and stuff for that. Anyway, I'm warming it. I have it on my cast iron skillet, which is one of my favorite ways to cook on a skillet because it withstands that temperature. So that's why I'm using that. And now I'm gonna start putting these. I'm gonna go from the mixture straight into the pan. So that's why I'm waiting to warm up. So give me a few seconds. Folks, everything looks like my oil is starting to get hot. I can't let it get too hot because, again, olive oil does not withstand that high temperature. So here we go. I don't have any kitchen space here. I really don't. This is horrible. But I'm going to try my best, and you're going to be with me watching this. Okay, so let's turn this camera down, and we'll see how we do it. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see me there. Okay. So I'm going from the flour. Okay. I'm just going to dredge it in flour. And I hate flour because it just gets all over the place, That's why I hate baking. Well, one of the reasons, You gotta wear white clothes when you're baking because you get powder all over you. You seen those cartoons of Three Stooges, right? Anyway, so I dredged it in flour. I'm making sure all the flour is off. Put that to the side. Get my egg wash here. Run it through the egg wash. Okay. And I can smell my oil already starting to get like hot, so I gotta be careful. Okay, so let me tune this down a bit because the oil is getting hot. Okay, so and then now I am going into my. Like I said, I don't have any room here, so let's put that here. And I'm going into my breadcrumbs. Okay, here we go. This is the minute we've been waiting for. Okay, so there we go, and we make sure that it's evenly coated. Okay. Like I said, I need a big plate for this. I usually have bowls for this, but my 2 bowls that I have are being taken up. So, but anyway, very carefully put the breadcrumbs in, push it down. Okay, even it out. Squeeze it down. It's a good thing there's only 2 of these here. Okay, then you put it on the side, get some of that breadcrumbs out, and then there we go. Make sure it's evenly coated. Okay, and there you go. Look at that. So simple, right? This is just like making a chicken cutlet. Same thing, same concept. Nothing different. Okay, we're just gonna fry these in olive oil. There you go. Let's put this in a live olive oil and see how it looks. Oh yeah. Look at that frying there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. You probably hear it. Okay, we're gonna do the second one. Because we want to get this out of the way quickly. So let's move this out of the way. Same thing. Flour. Okay, this is the bigger piece. It looks like a steak. And flour, okay? There we go. Just evenly coated with flour. There you go. You don't have to put anything fancy. Just make sure that the flour is evenly coated, okay? Brush it off. Make sure you get these corners here. Okay. There you go. Now, like I said, no counter spaces, so we gotta switch plates. And we're gonna run it through the egg. And actually 2 eggs was perfect for this. If you're making more, then you're gonna have to use more eggs, of course. So we're gonna put this just like this. It's a little bit of a mess, but okay. And then we're gonna switch, and we're gonna go to my breadcrumb mixture here. And now it's getting messy. Okay. And this one has a little bit of fat to it, which will add to the flavor. And yeah, there's a mess on top of this counter now, so I'm gonna have to go off camera and wash this counter and wash my hands and do all that good stuff. So you just have to bear with me for a minute until we do that. But look at this. It's evenly coated. Push down. Okay. And then look at that. Voila. Get this corner here. Hey, open up. There you go. Open up under your arm. There you go. And there you go like this. Okay. So make sure it's evenly. And again, my oil is nice. It's at a nice temperature. It's not burning or anything. I can smell it. And it's good so far. So far we're doing good. This is the first time doing this, folks. Oh, this one's a little bit bigger. Might take up a little bit more space in the pan. So let's put this to the side and we're gonna fry this separately. So I'm gonna wash my hands here. Oop, there goes my thing here. Okay. It's starting to smell good. Tell me. It is starting to smell good. So yeah, folks. So give me a couple minutes. So my pork cutlet, my pork Milanese is looking great. Now I'm going to take it out of the fryer, out of the pan in a little while, and I'm going to be using one of these things. See, this is a drain, like a basket kind of. And the reason I'm using this is because when you take meat out of, let's say out of frying, and you put it on top of in a tray or something, it starts, the oil and the juices start to flow down, and then it gets soggy in the bottom. So we use one of these, and it airs out. See, like magic, air around, and it doesn't get soggy. That's the reason I'm using it. So I'm going to put the two pieces in here, and then I'm going to put them in the oven to warm up, keep them warm, and then I'm going to start making my garlic bread, okay? Now, folks, this video is in 2 parts because these videos I can't make them too long, so I'm approaching 16 minutes. So this is the first part of my chicken Milanese, and if you watch my second video, you'll see the finishing of the chicken Milanese, how it looks like, and the garlic bread and everything else I'm going to put together, okay? So remember to watch part 1. This is part 1, and remember to watch part 2. So I'll see you guys in part 2. I'll be right back. Yeah, folks. So anyway, I don't want to cause confusion because I'm a bit confused. I'm a confused person. This is pork Milanese, okay? Not chicken. You know, I'm thinking about chicken cutlet. That's why. But pork Milanese. And I'll tell you. I'll let you know when I cut it up. I'm going to show you what it is, and it looks good. As a matter of fact, look at my pork Milanese. Look at that. Look at that. Sizzling. So yeah, folks, it's pork. They corrected me here at the studio. So, pork. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in my next video. Go hurry up and go to the second video. I'm here. Hurry up.